G'day, welcome back. It's Dave Long here again from Dave Long Custom Lures. Yeah, we're going to be doing one of these today. It's the Australian Pilchard, and this particular pattern here is my original. I'm going to be making this lure here into an Australian Pilchard with the updated pattern, using different materials and also different colours slightly. And saying that, it's a very effective pattern for any type of lure. Mainly salt water, being an Australian Pilchard. I never tried it in fresh, but on salt water it's pretty good. Okay, alright, so we'll get into it. The first thing we're going to do is just go through the colours. First of all, I'm going to be putting on all over a pearl white. Okay, and then I'll be putting scales on, and I'll be using an aluminium colour, which tends to show up a bit more than the silver paint for some reason. But anyway, we'll use that. Over the shoulders we'll use Laguna Blue, which I've used a lot of. And then I might go over the back with a pearl black, just on the back and on the eyes, and just to show up the next stage, which will be a dye. It's a midnight blue, Candy 2.0, and we'll put that on the back and anything black. And then I'm going to touch it up with a golden yellow again. I like this golden yellow. I'll put that on the gills there, just a splash on the gill, and then I'm going to highlight the gill as if it's bleeding with a red. Now I've chosen this one, I haven't tried this one before. It's a transparent, so it might come up with a better effect. Anyway, let's get into it. I'll just check something here. Yep, okay, that's good. Alright, so first of all we go on to the pearl white. Just excuse my arm. There we go. There's a very tight little beast, this one. I made this booth years ago, and I've always used it for this application of spray painting. Alright, so we're going to put some pearl white in. I'm going to do the whole lure, so I'm just making sure I've got enough. I'll put in 5 drops, and then because it's a pearl, I will reduce it so it flows nice through the gun. I'll just mix that up. So today is the sun is trying to come out after a few rainy days, and it's a little bit humid, so we'll just see how we go. Okay, let's see how this goes. We'll pour this into the gun. I'm using a 0.2mm airbrush. I think I might use this right through the whole lure. Just saves changing the air gun. Okay, here we go. We'll just put it on all over. This is a pearl white. Now, as you can see, it's showing up already, apart from being wet. You got that little glint in the white paint, and this actually just gives it a bit more bling and probably a little bit more reality. I'll just try that off. Okay, we'll give it a top coat of that. There we go. Especially under the belly there, because that's going to be exposed to the pearl white. Alright, we'll just let that set a little bit. I'll clean this out. Yeah, I always clean out before, in between colours. It just helps with the cleaning process of the equipment. Okay. That's enough. Alright, so next colour now, we're going to be doing the silver. I'll just dry that off. Alright, so now we've got our small scale mask, and I'll get my sponge here. I'll take this out, and we'll just push that back, and we're going to lie this in here. That's it. Now what we're going to do is put scales, not particularly on the head, but on the shoulders and the sides there. Now, it's a good idea. I saw this idea on the channel and on YouTube, and I thought, gee, this is a good idea. You know, it just makes it a bit more user friendly. Okay, so we'll mix up our silver. It's actually aluminium. Alright, we'll put it in the colour. There we are. Aluminium. This is a little find I found on the catalogue from the paint store, and I thought, gee, this is good. I like it. It really shows up on lures. I'll put 4 drops in there, and I'll reduce it because it is rather thick. That's it. Now I forgot to put on the fan, so I better put the fan on. Otherwise I could choke up with the fumes. I've got the fan on behind me, as you can hear. But I'll just put this one on over here. Well, this is an exhaust fan. Just a little extra precaution. There we go. I knew I forgot something. Anyway, that's what happens when you get old. Okay, so I'll just put that aluminium in. I use the aluminium a fair bit, actually. It's a good all-rounder. Okay, here we go. We'll do the scales on one side. I'll just dry that off. without moving that, we'll just give it a second coat. There we go. That should be enough. Just take that off gently. That's it. You can sort of see the scales there. That's good. I want it fairly dominant on the sides there at the moment because after all, the pilchards do have a lot of scales. Once they get attacked, they do shed their scales. It's a precautionary measure to escape trouble, so that's a good thing. But yeah, just make sure that's coming through. That's looking good. I'll just give it another hit with the heat there. That's good. Okay, so we can turn that around now, and we'll do the other side. That's it. Alright, and we'll just apply the aluminium. Give that a quick dry. And we'll give it another go. Good. Okay, we'll just take that off gently. Okay, there we are. We've got the scales on that side too, so that's good. A little flash and dash. I've left the belly as it is, just the pearl white. We'll leave that. Yeah, so that's good. Alright, so we finished with that, the scales. Put this back on the helping hands. There we go. Okay. That's good. I'll just clean out that silver out of the container. And I'll clean the brush out very quickly too. Don't want to contaminate any other colours if I can. See, all I'm using here is one of these, just a squirt bottle. This one here, I think it's a litre, but I just put a little bit of dishwashing liquid in it, and the rest is water. And you can have that warm or cold, doesn't matter. And I just flush it out with that, and I can use the reducer, or I could use acetone to clean it out once in a while, just to make sure it's fully clean. Okay, so our next colour is Laguna Blue, and I'm only going to put a light application of this on. Just on the shoulders mainly. I'm not worried about the back. but if it goes on the back it doesn't matter. But mainly just on the shoulders, down to the lateral line if I can, or thereabouts. But I don't want to do it so heavy that it actually blocks out the scales. I haven't used this for a while, but anyway, we'll see where we go. That's it, got 3 drops in there. I'll reduce that. That's the way. Mix it. Good. Put a little bit in there, we don't need a lot. So this is just going to give it a little undertone under the back colour. Okay, here we go. So we'll just go on the shoulders. Just lightly, not heavy. And it's on the backbone there, that doesn't matter. That's it, that's all we need. That's all we need. Just a light flowing colour there. That's good. Okay, I'll wash that out. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'll just dry that off very quickly, and I'll clean that out. Not a bad colour, this Laguna Blue. Don't use it a lot, but I use it a lot on this pattern. A little bit of stuff on it. Okay, so we'll just dry that off. You can still see the scales coming through. Now, if you found that you'd put too much of that Laguna Blue on, it doesn't matter. Just go over it later on with the scale pattern, the scale stencil, and just put a little bit more silver on it. It doesn't matter, okay? It's up to you. Okay, so next thing we do is a little bit of pearl black. I'm going to do the black on the back there, and on the eyes too. And there's a reason for that. Is when you look at these pilchards, they have a very deep black or bluey black colour on the back. Well, that's a bit too much. Anyway, that's a bit too much. Just popped out of there. We've got 3 drops instead of 2. Okay, we'll work with it. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get away fishing. I wanted to go fishing with the buddies, and it just rained and I wasn't up to getting wet camping out in a tent. So anyway, next time. Alright, so I'll just put this through. There's still a little bit thick, this one. Even after I reduced it, I'll just try it out. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, so we're going to do the eyes. This is a metallic black. We'll do the lips. I'll just get in the back there. That's it. You can see that. I'll put it that way. Yeah, that's good. I don't want to make it too heavy, too dark. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll just bleed it down on the shoulders a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, we'll clean that out. Yeah, it does block it up. Let's use a bit more persuasion there. Just using a cotton bud in there to make sure we can get that out. Yeah, it's taking a bit to get out that way. That'll make it interesting, I think. I just might take the needle out very quickly and just give it a little wipe. Should do. See how that works. It's coming out, but not real. That's better. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's just the metallic colours, they tend to be a bit overpowering. I don't think I'll use that one again this tour. We'll go to a different black if we have to. There we go. Rightio, so okay, now I'll just dry that off. Alright, so now what we've got now is is we're going to put the dye, midnight blue, on the back and on anything dark and black. Alright, so I've already mixed that, and I've been a good boy and I've made it prior to starting, so that's a good thing. I'll just pour that in. There we go. Okay, so basically you need the black underneath this dye to make it pop. Okay, so we'll just go over the black areas. It's not coming out too good. It's better. Come around this side for you so you can see. That's it. And the more you put on, the darker it gets, obviously. There we go. Now it's starting to take that Pilchard look on it. You've got that dark back, that ridge back that the Pilchards have in the wild, and tends to make them camouflage in deeper water. I'll just get that cleaned out. Yeah, it's coming up all right. Now I can't wait for that to dry, so I'm just going to work around it if I can, which I can. Just a little bit of run down here. 6, that's good. And then I'll just let it dry for a minute or so, and we'll put those colours on, but it won't be completely dry by the time we put the other colours on. So it gives me a little bit of time just to clean out a few things here. Actually, I might just keep that. We'll get the black cleaned out. That's cleaned out. That's good. These are just containers that I get for my hooks when I get them delivered. Which reminds me I've got a delivery coming sometime, but I better keep an eye out for that. Okay, so we've got the back on now. That's good. Now what we're going to do is just a little golden yellow on the gill. It's so I don't want to go on too strong. Just want to make it just enough so it looks like it's flashing, you might say. Now you could modify this too. You can actually, if you wanted to, you could put gold on that gill, or mix this with gold, or have this, whatever you want. But my preference is to have this straight on, because I've seen these in the wild when they've been caught, and they do have a little bit of yellow on the behind the eye on the gill. We'll mix this. Don't need a lot here. That might be too much. Anyway. Okay, let's see this. I might just lower the pressure here. That's it. Okay, so we'll just put it behind the eye and on the gill. That's it. That's all you need. Just a little glint. I'll just turn that over. Do the other side. No, that's perfect. So that's all you need. Just a little glint of yellow. It just sort of shows like a flash, or where the gill is opening, and it tends to go on an angle to the light and glints, you know, or you can see through it, you know. Anyway, clean it out a bit. Alright, so it's coming up okay. It's going to take a little while for that dye to go off a bit, but what we'll do now is very quickly just dry that on the gill. Now I've got a stencil here that I want to use, and this is one of my favourite stencils. It's a craw stencil, and it's from a company in America. If you want that name, I could give it to you, but I'm not promoting people's products because they don't particularly want to pay me at all. So anyway, yeah, just if you want to email me on this email, you can. I'll let you know who makes it, and you can order it online, or you can order it wherever you can find it on shore here in Australia. Okay, so if you've got that, it's good. I'll just move that over there actually. There you go. Alright, so if you look at that. Alright, so in fact, you know, if you want to talk to me about other things, I'm more than happy to talk to you, or you could join my Facebook page, which is the same name, Dave Long Custom Lures, and join up, and you might be able to contribute to that. Okay, alright, so we're going to just use that little stencil there, and it's just like a boomerang, and I'm going to use this red. It's not really a red, it's sunset red. In fact, I might not use this. I might use another darker red, because I'm going off tangent there with different colours a bit. I like to try and keep this how I used to do it, because it just looks better. Alright, so I'll just give that a shake. Yeah, this one's just a red. I think that'll be better. That sunset red is a bit orangey. Oh yeah, it comes out real thick. So I'll just I'll have to thin that out. There we go. I'll mix that up. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Now the thing is, with the stencils, you don't need really high pressure. Just bring that out a bit more. A bit of yellow in there. So there's a bit there, yeah. Okay, so we'll put the red in. Yeah, I'm sort of happier that I'm using a red, straight red, instead of the other colour. It's a bit off red, that one. Anyway, so we'll do this. We've got the stencil. That's coming in a bit fast. So without touching that ink, put that dye, the stencil on the scale, on the gill there. Okay, that's not too bad. It sort of shows that if the gill's open, there's a bit of damage or blood there, you know, so I like that. That's good. That's good. We'll go over the other side there. I'll just dry that off quickly. That's dark enough too. I don't think we need too much more there. Okay, we'll go over the other side, and I'll clean that off. The stencil. There we go. So we don't get it on all smudgy. Well, I hope you can see all this. I'm trying to improve my camera skills. Alright. So we'll just do the same thing here. I just lined it up with the gill, the back of the gill there on the blank with the back of the stencil. There we go, that's it. I'll just give that a quick dry. There we go. Alright, so that's it. That's what we got for that. Now I'm going to put on some use another stencil. I'm going to put on these dots. Now the Pilchard has dots down the side near the lateral line. They're supposed to be very faint, but sometimes I get out of hand and I put them on pretty thick. It doesn't really matter. I'll just clean that up a little bit. That's a bit messy. I put in too much paint on that red. Okay. Anyway, we're using black. Yeah. Now I might use a different black this time. I might use, what have we got? So I might go the detail black. That way we've got more control over these the darkness of the dots. Got 4 little drops in there. Now I'll put some reducer in it. Not too much. And then mix it up. Okay, a lot of mixing in this game. But if you're doing one lure at a time, it gets a bit busy, but if you're doing a number of lures at a time, it's easier. Let's clean that red out a bit. I'll use the cotton bud. Alright, we'll put that black in. That's perfect. Alright, so now we're going to, without smudging anything, we're going to line up these dots. Oh gee, that was straight onto it. Okay, let's see if we can get those. There we go. And that's it. That's nice actually. It's just got a real blurry look to it. I like that. We'll just try the other side. There we go. I'll just clean that off that side so we don't smudge it. That's it, just in case. And here we go. We're going with the. I'll just check that side first. Got the big one there. Yep. bit darker, but anyway, that's not too bad. Alright, that's okay. Anyway, that's what we got, the dots. And they're a little bit big and out of whack, but they're not meant to be like that. They're supposed to be about that small. But my stencil doesn't allow me for that. It only allows me for different sizes. But I can make up a stencil, or you could make up a stencil to whatever size you like or whatever you'd like. Okay. All right. So we'll clean that black here. Which is a hard colour to do here, actually. There we go. And I was going to put some fins on it. So what I might do, I should have left that black in there actually. I usually put yellow fins on it. Clean that out, but I might put, let's have a look, I'll get the fin stencil out. It's in here somewhere. If I can't find it, yeah, okay, so that's not helping matters, is it? I think the fin would be better. Must be over here. Oh, there we are. Okay, right, so with the fins, there's another stencil I have, and we've got a selection of fins down the bottom here. And for this type of bait, I think I will use something a little bit longer. Use it like that. So that one there. I might use that one there. Alright, so we'll need to mix up a little bit more. Oh, we've got black. I'll use black. Oh, I'll have to mix up a bit more. 2 drops. Yeah, I should have left that black in the chamber. Anyway, that's life. Just mix that up, we won't need much. There we go, we're running again. Should be enough. Alright, so we'll use that one there. It looks like I might have it up high. Have it up a bit higher. And what we do, we're just going to go around the edge, which won't make it that dark. There we go, just a hint of a fin. And you can be creative with this. I know I am. I like using different things occasionally. But yeah, you can just see that. You just see that fin. That's good. That's probably more than original with these little bait fish. Okay, there we go. We'll put this one in the same area. There we go. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. Just gives you a hint of a fin on the side there. And sometimes I like to, at the base of the fin, where the fin joins the actual body, I like to put a little mark there, a little a red mark or something like that, a white, just to indicate to the predator that the fin is probably damaged, or there's a lot of blood running through the bait trying to escape. Another trigger colour, you might say. Anyway, we'll clean that out quickly. Making a bit of a mess here. All right. Nothing's perfect. Okay, now we're going to get some eyes. Now that's sort of drying off very nice with the back. That's good, so we'll get some eyes. They've been a natural bait, or a natural bait fish, you might say, or I like to put in silver eyes. Just makes it look a little bit more realistic. And these are a size 4. Let's check up here. That's it. 4, I'd say, or 5. I'd say 4. Yeah. I was going to order some more eyes, but haven't got around to it. Always need eyes. Eyes set off the bait. There we go, there's the silvers. That's all I need, just like that. I don't think we need any more rain. I'm over the rain. I like rain, but too much rain, no. Not for me. Too much rain is a pain. Okay, so I might just take that off while I think of it. There we go. And get a knife, glue. Alright, I hope you can see that. We'll just put a dab of glue on there, bit of super glue, like that. And a little line. Probably could have put a 5 on there. That's okay. Alright, there we are. That's how it's going to look. We'll just do both sides. Yeah, that's okay. Probably could have gone a 5. I think the 4 was okay. Now I just pop that in there. There we go. And there you have it. That's the Australian Pilchard. I'll be doing others similar to that. I like doing native fish, and this one here is a little favourite of mine because of its colouring. Now what I'm going to do now, I'll prepare this for you. So I'll put on a coat of clear UVLS, which is this, high gloss, and then I'll put the epoxy on, and then I'll show you at a later date the finished product. Alright, thanks for watching, and I've really enjoyed this, so I hope you guys have and got something out of it for yourselves. Yeah, we'll finish this off and we'll catch up with you. Okay, bye.